Hello and welcome back to step 3 of the Ielts. My name's Steve and I'll be providing you with another audio commentary for your learning resources. In the last lesson of chapter 3, we'll be discussing holidays and festivals. The questions in the first part of the test may be centered on the holidays and festivals in your country. You may be asked about their cultural relevance or significance, as well as the food, activities, costumes or clothes, and rituals associated with them. Although questions for part 1 are mostly about you, some questions may be difficult to answer. There might be instances in which you do not know or remember some important details regarding these festivals or holidays. However, you must give some information about the topic to get a high score. Remember, saying something is better than not saying anything at all. Ielts does not give credit to truthful answers, and you will not lose points for being dishonest during the test, as long as the information you're saying is relevant to the question. The key skill in this lesson is making up stories, but still being logical. Making up stories is a strategy you can use when faced with questions that you lack knowledge of or are unfamiliar with. To avoid the inability to answer these kinds of questions, use your imagination and put them into words even if they're not true. Telling a false but fully developed story may earn you a higher score than leaving a question unanswered. However, if you're not comfortable lying, you can tell the truth. Just remember to expand your answer and to not give only a single sentence, since that might cause you to lose points. To help you do this, answer the question why or express how you feel about it. In addition, you can also tell the truth and lie at the same time. The examiner wouldn't know if what you're telling is true or not, so don't hesitate and elaborate your answers. Now, let's look at some questions about holidays and festivals. There are many festivals celebrated in every country, and to answer this question, you have to mention at least one festival. If you don't know a lot of festivals celebrated in your country, just mention the one that you're familiar with, and regard it as the most important festival, even if it's not. Imagine things and make a description of the festival. Make it detailed so that your answer will be more interesting. This question will be difficult to answer if you're not aware of any customs. To answer this question, you have to mention at least one custom and explain its relevance to a certain holiday. In reality, only a few families have customs, so if you have one, mention it. If not, you can tell the truth and just explain why. You can also extend your answer by describing what your family does during a certain holiday. Extending your answer, even if it was negative, will not affect your score. Making up stories is better than giving a short answer. Telling the truth about difficult questions is also a good strategy. Observe how these strategies were applied in these sample answers. There are lots of aspects that make this festival enjoyable, but for me, I like the street dancing the most. It is exciting to watch the graceful dancers in their colourful costumes. Having to witness their movements synchronizing perfectly with the beat of the music is mesmerizing. Here's an example of how to make an honest answer. To be honest, I'm not fond of taking part in any festival. I'm aware that there are wonderful things to see, but I get stressed about being in crowded places. So during festivals in my country, I prefer staying at home until they're over. The reliability of the information you're sharing is not an issue in Ielts. It's your speaking skills that are measured, not your intelligence. Sample answer 1 is a story that was made up, and sample answer 2 shows how to tell an honest answer. Remember that Ielts does not check facts, so if you need to make up stories or lie to make an answer more interesting, you can do so. That ends Chapter 3 of Step 3. I hope you enjoyed our discussion. Have a great day and bye.